This presentation provides information for teachers, principals, service directors, and leaders in education regarding the revised HALT accreditation requirements in 2024. So, what does the revised HALT policy look like? The revised policy reduces the number of standard descriptors which must be evidenced by applicants from 37 standard descriptors to 20, of which 14 standard descriptors are mandated by NESA and 6 standard descriptors are chosen by the applicant. The revised policy reduces the number of modules of evidence from 3 to 2 per application. Applicants no longer need to include referee evaluative comments or 2 internal observation reports. The revised policy introduces flexibility for applicants in the ways they can develop and submit evidence modules. Applicants now have the option to develop collaborative evidence, develop evidence of indirect impact, and submit evidence through a NESA-recognised program. Lastly, the Lead Teacher Initiative is no longer a requirement for lead teacher applicants. The analysis of HALT assessment data identified 14 mandatory standard descriptors as the most reliable indicators of practice at the relevant level of the HALT standards. The identified standard descriptors are reliable in assessing teachers' practice at the HALT standards, discriminate amongst applicants of differing ability, are an appropriate level of difficulty, represent all 7 standards, meet government priorities, and are reflective of teachers from different contexts. The mandatory standard descriptors can be found on the NESA website. The revised policy continues to include the following successful elements: a mandatory HALT orientation course, NESA-run workshops, a modular approach with scaffolded support and formative feedback to applicants, a site visit report, and an internal report of the applicant observing and providing support to a teacher colleague. To apply for highly accomplished or lead teacher accreditation, applicants will complete 2 modules with the option of a revision module if required. All applicants must participate in a site visit at a school or early childhood service. Across 2 modules of evidence, applicants must provide evidence of their teaching practice that demonstrates 20 standard descriptors, of which 14 standard descriptors are mandated by NESA and 6 standard descriptors are selected by applicants. Applicants must submit at least 1 module of documentary evidence that demonstrates the direct impact of their practice on students or children and colleagues to NESA. NESA is responsible for making the accreditation decision, and if successful, applicants will begin a new maintenance period as a highly accomplished or lead teacher. The revised policy increases flexibility in the types of evidence an applicant can submit. These include collaboratively produced evidence, indirect impact on students or children and colleagues, completion of a NESA-recognised program. NESA-recognised programs are individual programs that are developed by or in partnership with employers, a school or early childhood service, and/or sector, system, university, or organisation. Support teachers to fully demonstrate nominated standard descriptors at the highly accomplished teacher level. Provide explicit opportunities for participants to contribute to their colleagues' learning to improve practice and improve student outcomes. Applications for recognition of individual programs are made directly to NESA. A list of NESA-recognised programs is available on the NESA website. To provide greater flexibility for applicants, NESA has introduced 2 pathways to submit evidence. Applicants submit all evidence for the 20 standard descriptors directly to NESA, or applicants may be verified for 6 to 10 standard descriptors through a NESA-recognised program and evidence submitted directly to NESA for the balance of standard descriptors. When applicants submit a module to NESA, it will be assessed by 2 NESA-trained HALT assessors, who review the documentary evidence and prepare a HALT module report. Evidence produced during the NESA-recognised program is assessed by the program manager. Applicants participate in a school or service-based site visit from a NESA-trained external assessor after they complete their first module and before submitting their second module. Applicants are responsible for planning the site visit and nominating standard descriptors. The external assessor will be from the same sector or system and a similar context as the applicant. As part of the site visit, the external assessor observes 3 sessions of practice, engages in professional discussion with the applicant and provides feedback on their observation, and conducts a structured interview with the applicant's principal or service director. NESA makes the HALT accreditation decision based on the assessment of the applicant's evidence modules as demonstrated in the HALT module report, the demonstration of nominated standard descriptors as verified by the program manager of a NESA recognized program, if applicable, and the external assessor's site visit report. If successful, the applicant will start their first maintenance period at highly accomplished or lead teacher. The revised national framework provides the opportunity to remove the requirement for accredited HALTs to complete a maintenance report. Instead of compiling a report about their teaching practice against the relevant level of the standards, HALTs will only require a principal, service director, or employer verification of practice. What has stayed the same? To maintain HALT accreditation, teachers must demonstrate that their practice continues to meet the standards for the relevant accreditation level, have their principal, service director, or employer verify whether they have continued to maintain their practice at the relevant level of the HALT standards, complete a minimum of 100 hours of professional development, and retain a PD log for 12 months after the end of their maintenance period, and provide their log to NESA if requested in the event of an audit. An extensive suite of support materials and resources have been developed to support understanding of the HALT policy and are published on the NESA website. If you have questions about HALT accreditation, contact our team at halinquiry@nesa.nsw.edu.au and let us help you begin your HALT accreditation journey.